Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We are Thursday evening, November 6th, 2025. And I'm just doing a quick, a short one here. Let's hope it's short. Another reading for you. I have one uploading right now. Hopefully you've had a beautiful day. Thank you for joining me. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. I love you guys so very much. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. I do know that there's resistance out there. Somebody that did some horrible things just can't. They're so prideful they can't tell the truth. They can't say that they've done wrong. And that's where we are right now. They're still pushing. They're still pushing their bullshit. It's not working, but they're still trying. Anyhow, that's the message. Thank you, Spirit. It has something to do with family, a home, business, something like that. Wanting power and control. Okay, where are we going with this? Help me see. I don't normally do this. This is weird. Where else do you want to go with this, please? Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the highest white light. Thank you. This is not a victory. This is not success. It's a third party that kind of inserted themselves somewhere, or it's a false contract. Somebody made some poor decision. It was all stacked against you, one-sided or against other people, hiding stuff in the background. This reminds me of the Fool card. Really reckless, careless, and foolish. Thinking everybody's stupid but them. Yeah, they don't want to change. Okay, this is resisting change. They don't want things to change. They want to be on top, but guess what? They got there illegally. Okay, so the last thing they're going to do is stay there. The divine stepping in. This is a permanent, profound ending. This is a big loss, okay? No more suffering in silence. They were hiding and cloaking a lot, doing stuff under the table, behind doors to make you suffer. They don't want to be found out. This is somebody that was hiding so much here. They can't claim they were unaware. They're still maybe trying to claim they are unaware. Yeah, this is instability. Too much fascination with schmecks, maybe. They're very unstable. There's a lot of lies, illusions, deception, manipulation, or magic. Somebody's very unstable and insecure right now, or they try to block your base chakra, try to make you feel insecure. Earth angel. What they did to you was wrong. You alchemized and transmuted whatever they did. If it's magic, yeah, whatever you did, this is triumph for you. You're very balanced. You're healing. The divine's bringing balance towards you here. You're moving forward. You overcame. This is universally driven. This is victory. Congratulations. Truth is coming out. They were doing magic. They were shit-talking. This was unwise counsel. They have no spiritual strength. Again, hiding and cloaking. They wanted people to not see you. You have patience and you have planning moving forward. This is a great deal of hope and faith. You are divinely protected and guided. This is divine intervention. You're in your north node. You have divinity. Your prayers are powerful. Let's put it that way. The light's being shone and what they've done here. The truth is coming out. It has to come out. That's what I heard. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. The truth must come out now. Whoever this is not liking it. And that's just too bad. They don't have a choice. So victory and success. 9 in reverse. They can toot their own horn. It's not going to happen. It's a big loss for them. Okay? Here we go with this, please. Thank you. One day, someday, somewhere, another time, I'll get even. Yeah, I'll give it to them one day. One day I'll call them. One day I'll tell them the truth. One day I'll get on that. Yeah, something to do with intimacy, bonding, sensual, and confiding. One day I'll commit to that person, while they're sleeping with everybody else. That could be it, too. Somebody's gained some clarity here. Truth, intentions, what their intentions are, and honesty. You're at peace. You were telling the truth all along, or you are the truth. This is balance, harmony, friendship. They're feeling hopeless. They wanted you to feel hopeless. Now, sinking, despair, falling apart. So everything's falling apart. Whatever they said about you, it's falling apart. Okay, so if this has anything to do with stolen funds, stolen money, property, they could have taken some funds and put it in offshore accounts to make money for themselves. This is somebody that was making money by overseeing this money. They should have done right by you, but they didn't. And the money was so good, they thought, okay, I'm going to do it another time. One day we'll give them back the money. One day. But it got to be too good. I don't know. Somebody had intimacy. Somebody slept with everybody in an office or something like that to keep it the way they wanted it. They wanted it. They wanted this property, this money. They wanted to keep it going. And now it's a breaking point. Limit. Final straw. Overwhelmed. Now there's boundaries. They've been blocked here. No. Drawing the line. Enough is enough. So the courts are asking them questions, or authority figures are asking them questions. Where's this money? Where's the communication? Where's the papers? Where's the truth? Who are these persons or these people handling this money? Or where are you? Why haven't you discussed this with them? Or I don't know. There's something going on where they can't get a hold of you. They said maybe they said that you have some sort of brain damage and you can't talk for yourself, or you're in a coma, or you're dead, or I don't know what they said. It's all bullshit. Whatever it is, it's all coming out. Okay, victory and success. 9 in reverse. One day we'll do it. Face it. We'll face it one day. Join evolution. So they got a lot of people involved doing this. They supporting one another, doing whatever this was against you. Yes. Partial truths. Yeah. I'm supporting this person. I'm wiping their chin every time they eat, and I'm there, doing their laundry and paying their bills and taking good care of them, giving them their meds. They can't do it on their own. They're not all there. Bullshit. Truth. Only sharing parts of the truth that benefits oneself. When was the last time you saw these people? It's a shocking discovery. This goes deep. Shocking discovery. And on the way. Is on the way. Sorry. Bad influence. Someone is having a negative influence on your life. Keeping up appearances here. Okay. They're trying to cover themselves. That's not going to happen. You can wear all the rubber suits you want to wear. Raincoats, rain boots, wellies. It's not gonna keep the storm away, okay? Keeping up appearances and acting like everything is fine. Something to do with an inner circle, yours or theirs. Are you being excluded from the inner circle? They could have excluded you, a family, an inheritance, property, money. Maybe you are always the black sheep, or this is the inner circle of these people, these executives or these professionals. Somebody's getting kicked out. Yeah, they're playing too many mind games. A lot of smoke and mirrors and other group dynamics are shifting. Somebody had jealousy issues and they pushed the boundaries. They were holding back from you. And it's complicated because there's a lot of people involved, even doing magic, bullshitting. It's a circle of drama. Oh boy, it's all coming down. They're putting on quite the show, weren't they? Now they're going through unspoken tensions. It's a tug of war here. Somebody could be having a tug of war with their own emotions right now. Should I? Shouldn't I? They don't know what to do. They don't know whether to shit or get off the pot. So success, victory, success, reverse 9, one day. Join evolution. This could be family, friends, whatever. Ex is thinking, oh, you know what, I'm going to steal. I'm going to do this to them if, once I get what I want and they're still alive. Well, one day we'll be friends again. One day I'll come back and we'll just pretend nothing went on because they're too stupid to even know what's going on. No, they're not stupid. They fucking know. If they're listening, listen. Grease balls. Whoever you were attacking, whoever you were lying about, stealing from, wishing were gone, they fucking know. Where are we going with this? Thank you, Spirit. Organized crimes involved. Homeless. They said you were homeless. They don't know where you are. So, we might as well hang on to this money until we find you. So they report to the courts, where is so-and-so? Don't know. They're still homeless. Meanwhile, they knew where you were all along. You haven't moved. They probably moved a few times since you've last talked to them. But you've never moved. You're in the same place. Get rich quick schemes. There we go. Can't make this up, right? They abused you, abused their authority. Poisoning the minds of others, or there could be a poison involved here. A lot of pain. Because they're going to be held liable and responsible. They're worried. Worried about the secrets they were keeping. You're only as sick as your secrets. This is a player energy. You're too honest. Or they have to be honest now. You're blackmailing another person. Social services. Scams involved. Dramas involved. Families involved. Same smacks is involved in an affair. Somebody had a same smacks affair with somebody and they were blackmailing them. I was picking this up. It could be a judge. It could be a family member. It could be anybody. An ex, they're fearful. It could be a child, even an adult child. Colorful language is involved here. The F-bombs. Maybe they don't like the way. If you use the F-bomb, so what? If I can grow up. Disgrace. Somebody's disgraced here. Somebody's a fake. Fake news. Needy all the time. One-night stands. They claim they had a one-night stand with you, or they're trying to get one. I don't know. Somebody thinks they're handsome or beautiful. Superficial, whoever this is. Power and control. They targeted you. Or they have a target on the back now. Gift and gifted. Or this is people that target the gifted, okay? They're unemployed. They make money off of the pain of others, okay? They're playing a lot of games. Slander and libel. This is bully. And they're demonic. And this is a reversal. Everything they do to you is back on them. They're getting some karma. I can't make this up. And they're regretting what they've done. They could have said you were demonic. Yeah, they're regretting this magic. And twisted logic here. In competition with you. Coercion's involved and frenemies are involved. They can't weaponize things. This was in reverse, or they don't have a weapon. And they got their weapons taken away. They're under surveillance. There's an investigation. Somebody's very superficial, like I said. They're neglectful. Something to do with a vehicle. Vehicle stopped. They lost their vehicle, got into a car accident. This is a greed. They're using you as a vehicle. They're toxic and karmic. There's hidden motives. They feel entitled. You're psychic. You saw it coming. They're damned. And we got this in the last time because they're involving cults and covens here and double standards. So damned. Condemned by God to suffer eternal punishment in hell. Congratulations. You won the jackpot here, okay? Whoever was doing this. Oh, yeah. You won the evil jackpot. You won eternity in hell. Congratulations, you won something at least. I can tell these people don't like me. Oh, I don't like them either. Can't you tell? Can't you tell? They're scumbags, okay? Oh, I haven't used this deck in a long time. Okay, you want this deck? You don't want the other deck. Okay. So, by the way, if you're going to write anything that's potentially going to cause problems, it's bigotry, it's racist, it's causing divisions in my comment section, don't bother. I'm just going to block you, okay? I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to indulge in whatever stupidity you're writing in my comment section. That goes for anybody that wants to fucking threaten me, cause shit, be stupid in my comment section, you know? You're gone. I'm not going to think twice about it. So victory and success. 9 in reverse, 1 day. Join evolution and homeless. So they try to make you homeless. Looks like they might be going that way too. They stole home. Something to do with property, home, business, stability, and money. Thank you, Spirit. I love you. Can't make this up. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Inheritance. Family discord. They're going to lose everything. Oh, dear. No more long-term nothing. It's about a large amount of money. Oh my gosh, greed, right? Greedy guts, yep. False contract, ending a third-party situation or collaboration, seeing through the illusions and breaking free. People are trying to distance themselves from this contract or whatever this is. It fell on its face. Planning, building off of something that belongs to you, your energy, your money, whatever this is. They give out false, misleading information. There's a lot of trauma here. People do not want to be associated with this family. There's a lot of trauma here. They give out false, misleading information. Be a loss of a child. You're not going back to the past. Yeah, this is fraud, theft, unbalanced. They breadcrumbed you, used and abused you, treated you horribly, not equally owed, poor judgment, lack of awareness, acceptance, and accountability. They can't make something balanced. They can't balance something out anymore. Their stories are, they're not making sense. They can't come correct. Something's unbalanced here. They wanted you to appear unbalanced or bankrupt you. They're facing bankruptcy, maybe. They don't want to take accountability here. The judgment could have went against someone, and they're falling on their face here. They're falling short, I heard. Poor decision-making. There's no second chance. This karma. Oh, yeah, this is competition, conflict, fighting, jealousy, and rivalry. You're coming after one person, maybe. This could be you. You're very balanced between your dark and light, and everybody wants to compete with you. They want to take your place, maybe. Competition. You're not fighting with these people. You're not competing. You're not comparing. But you had to protect yourself, possibly. That's what it looks like. Now they're, I don't know. They have a lot of conflict going on here. They have no proof or evidence. This was misappropriation of funds. They didn't want anybody investing in you. This is the end of the road. They can't go any further. They overestimated themselves. They lost a lot of money. Spent money that wasn't theirs. They have to relocate. They were stealing money. Yeah, they were greedy and selfish. They didn't want to share, right? No shares these. Somebody wanted power and control. They were greedy and selfish, holding you back, trying to hold something away from you that belonged to you. Sitting on something. You're stable and secure. They're looking for protection now. Holding back. Holding back what? 4 of Pentacles. This inheritance, spiritual or otherwise, or a large amount of money, life insurance, family. They're greedy and selfish, right? It's coming to an end. 10s are completions. Somebody was a warlock, a poser, a player. They bit off more than they can chew. They had no authority, had their authority taken away from them because they abused it or something. Somebody's mad. Somebody is a follower, not a leader. It's all ego, anyways. They had an image to uphold to. They didn't take the right approach here. They have no morals, ethics, or honor. They're on the, like they could be running. They're on the run. There's somebody's transitioning. Somebody's changing here. They took this money on the run. They stole this money. They're in heavy-duty debt. Poor decisions here. Didn't want to learn a lesson. This could be somebody in a position of power or some sort of leader. Took this money, put it in offshore accounts. You can't do that. It's illegal. Without your permission, without your knowledge, nah, you can't do that. You can't take money out of whatever country you live in and put it in another country to make more money out of it. In offshore accounts, no, okay? If it doesn't belong to them or all of it doesn't belong to them, they could have maybe a claim to a portion of it. They can't do this. They can't do this. This is a change. Poor decisions, poor financial decisions. They bore false witness. They perjured themselves. They don't want to pay you. Somebody's feeling entitled here. They're lazy, immature, didn't want to learn their lessons, or they didn't follow through with this. I mean, like, this could be a professional. They were told a certain thing. They didn't look into it. They just took it at face value. It was all lies. Somebody's in debt here. They took a huge gamble and lost. Yeah, they see the truth now. They got to let something go here. Release something and walk away. Yeah, they thought that they'd be able to get this money released onto them and they can walk away free and clear. They were willing to do whatever it takes to win this money, to have this money. Anybody working with them is taking on losses, karma, backfires, or it might be held accountable legally, financially. They don't give a shit as long as they win. They're going to be arrested. There's illumination that this person doesn't give a shit about anybody that got involved. Letting go and letting go, God here, okay? Surrendering. They were spreading egregious gossip. This is parting ways with cults, covens, secret societies, friend groups, or third party. There will be no reconciling. Somebody's very upset. The party's over. Somebody's unstable and insecure, greedy and selfish. Codependent clinging. This is financial. This is a financial crime. They really wanted to have a life of luxury off of you and everybody else, I guess. Yeah. They wanted to harm you, unalive you. I don't know what this is. Yeah, this is it. They did so much to try to take you out of here. There you go. They did too much here. This is over. Ending a cycle to begin a new one. You are the phoenix rising. Yeah, that's sweetheart. Male or female. Place the genders where it belongs. You remained emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. And got through this using your intuition. Congratulations. Somebody's seeing this. Yeah, you're online. Somebody's watching you, keeping an eye on you. Somebody's learned something. Somebody got curious. Yeah. This could be you or this could be somebody else. I don't know. Somebody's watching you. Somebody with power. Somebody, authority figure. Father, boss, or leader. Why are they watching you? Learning something. Somebody got curious. To be a father, a mother. Somebody was talking mad shit about you. Secrets are coming out, maybe. This could be somebody that gave unwise counsel. This person's in the upright. Somebody's in a position of power. They're seeing that somebody was talking shit about you. They're watching you somehow. Could have said you were promiscuous. Could have said that somebody was talking shit. This is unwise counsel. They were doing magic. Now the secrets are coming out. This is high priestess in reverse. Could be a dark high priest or priestess. Somebody's got a forked tongue here. Okay. Something to do with a laptop. Somebody's scared, lost control, having no intuition, no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. Sorry. Somebody's afraid they're going to be humbled, or they're trying to intimidate somebody online. They're talking mad shit, whoever this is. Look at this. It's a liar. You could have went ice cold on this person or these people. They lied about you. They were vindictive and vile, hateful and spiteful, jealous. They're scared here. They can't overpower you. They can't overtake you. They can't have control over you. They're mad because they're getting caught up. Their words, I think it's their words. They're getting caught up in whatever they said in the past. If it's on the record, they can't get out of it. If they wrote it down and submitted it to the courts or to an institution, they can't get out of it. They lied. I can't make this up. No truth or clarity. No lie. No communication. It was all lies. Manipulation, illusions, deception, corruption. They don't have all the resources they need. They were doing magic here. Wow, look at this. They broke the law. It's a criminal organization. They lied. They lied. They lied. They could have had a crooked judge or leader or false prophet in their pocket. Very manipulative here. With this crime, false counsel. An institution might be going. Okay, this is a crime. This is corruption. Yeah, lied about an STD. This is no new beginnings. Didn't take any action. The courts didn't take appropriate action, or this institution or bank or whatever this is. No growth or expansion. So they can't prove growth and expansion with this money. They can't prove where this money has been because they were pocketing the interest and the dividends here. They can't prove where this money's been and where it went. They can't. They're really worried. They can't eat. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. Or they could have said you had an STD and you died. I don't know. They try to disgrace you. This is a scandal. They are worried. They're sick to their stomach. They can't eat or sleep. Wow. Because you're still stable and secure. You saw through the illusions. Just running out of options. All that glitters is not gold. There you go. You know your value and your worth. Congratulations. You foresaw this. You're prepared or preparing here. Okay, your shifts are coming in. Congratulations. You're not looking back. You're not going backwards. You're moving forward. And this, they were plotting, planning against you. Possibly trying to be you, trying to impersonate you. This is a fall from grace. Somebody's going to lose their job, get terminated, or demoted. They didn't want you having wish fulfillment. It's a fall from grace, no emotional fulfillment or happiness. It's communication. Somebody's assessed the situation. Somebody's a glutton. This is not satisfactory to somebody here. Somebody at a distance. They need to communicate with you. Okay? Yeah, about this money. There's going to be some communication, good news about this money. An opportunity or money, okay? Somebody's lost their job. Something didn't work. They got to pay this money back. They didn't work on this money, okay? They were spending this money. If this is a family member or a professional overlooking this money, they could have reached out to you. Somebody could be drinking a lot. Anyhow. They said that you party too much or you're somewhere else. They can't find you. You're homeless. I don't know. They said it for money. But this person might have contacted you, sent you some communication. It's all lies. About this money. Yeah. It's all lies. It's a blessing in disguise for you here. Okay. They want to offer you something small. It's all bullshit. Playing games with you again. Okay. They know if you knew the truth, the exact amount of money that's coming towards you or should be coming towards you, that would heal your heart, all right. But they were psychologically abusing you, friend, family, love, whatever, acting like they're supporting you, taking care of you. But they're gold diggers and cloud chasers. This is change. Now they're coming in wanting to talk to you about this money, acting like they were working on this money, on this, I don't know, this contract that they have. Placing the money where it's, we were slowed down for a while, but now we're back up and going. Yeah, no. They sold this house. We had to sell a house that was worth nothing. Bullshit. They wanted you to be unstable. They said you were unhoused. Couldn't give a shit whether you had money to eat with or paid your rent. They were attacking you left, right, and center. They were wanting to, I don't know, make you disappear one way or another, right? They could lose their business, their homes, their families. If your family's behind it, they ain't shit, okay? There's no redemption. The party's over. You're standing in your power. You go your own way. You're unafraid. You're creating something beautiful. You are attracting. You are attractive. You're charming. And you're going to tell a motherfucker about themselves should they try to tell you about yourself. You have some sort of authority, whether it's spiritual, 3D, or both. They can't restrict you any longer. They're not renting space in your head. They can't attach a false narrative to you or bind you. You're free. This is victory, success, reward, recognition. They lied on the stand, on public record, or lied publicly about you. They got to let this go. Somebody's in their feelings, drinking, crying. They're really malicious, greedy, and selfish, showing you no love or emotion, right? If they said they were there for you, they're not. Male or female, okay? They're taking the piss. They were self-absorbed and very greedy. Let's put it that way. Yeah, they're a fool. You're innocent. You are innocent. They thought everybody was a fool. They thought they were smarter than everybody. Now they're crying. They're crying. Now they're depleted. They took your love and dumped it out. They showed you no love. Now they want a new beginning with you? Fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm just feeling the anger here. Somebody thought that, oh, they won't know what we're doing in the background. They're too stupid. Yeah, okay. I'll come back later and act like nothing's happened. Like I'm going to help them. I'm going to pity them and give them $20. Just, you know, give them some cheap baubles here and there. Make them feel pretty or handsome. Like we really care. No, you don't care. Keep your baubles to yourself. I can hear somebody, a grown man crying like a baby right now. He wasted everything. He wasted his years, his time, wanting to be rich. Getting rich off of making you sick. This was unfair, unbalanced. They can't balance this out. Yeah, they have to return this money. This is a unfinished business. They kept doing something over and over again. They have to return, and they're going through a dark night of the soul. They have to return this money or return to court. They don't know what to say. Yeah, they left you out in the cold, or they're going to be left out in the cold. 5-5, this is a sudden change. They scapegoated you. This is the end of a family or a group or community that got involved. They scapegoated you. Somebody's not happy. You got a lot of burdens. 10-10. A lot of burdens. They intercepted your mail or your money, and they didn't want to pay you your mail or give you your mail or your money. They can't come correct. They're unstable. They're unfaithful. They can't be trusted. They were attacking you. Something's happening quickly. It's picking up speed. Somebody's angry. The truth is getting around quickly. They're going to be stopped here. They can't overcome. This is not going anywhere. They don't want to take accountability. Yeah. They're hiding and cloaking here. Somebody had a car accident, stole a car. They can't leave the country. They're hiding and cloaking. They think nobody's aware, yeah? that they were blocking you. But you had the advantage. You had a higher perspective here. You're standing your ground or somebody else is protecting you. Trying to block some communication or movement forward. I don't know. Making a decision. Somebody's very defensive. They went to the crossroads. You're getting some justice. It's not wish fulfillment for somebody. Somebody doesn't trust or have faith in somebody else. And everything is not fine. They can see it. Okay? They impersonated you and forged your signature. They felt entitled. Now they're feeling sorry for themselves. They want people to feel sorry for them. Their back is against the wall. People are over. I'm over it. They wanted it quick. They didn't want, lies and illusions. Truth and clarity. You're going to be happy at the end of the day here. You are the truth. You overcame, persevered, put up boundaries. They're defensive here. They're being blocked. Your energy. They might want to apologize, but remember there's a fish in there. They were playing games they can't play anymore, okay? They're unstable. This was unfair. Something to do with your work, working hard, working to what? Cause dissension and disharmony in your world. You don't trust this person. You've mastered your emotions, though. This is a karmic situation. You don't like this. This is a tower moment. Law and order stepping in. It's Archangel Michael or somebody else speaking the truth with authority. Somebody's made a decision. This is a contract. This is a power of attorney, or they wanted to doppelganger you or disempower you, to sacrifice you. They're not going to get their way. Sorry I'm rushing through this, but it was just meant to be a quick one. So this is not going to be victorious, okay? This is a big loss for somebody. They didn't want to stop doing what they were doing. They couldn't unalive you. Too bad. Boo-hoo. You're still alive and kicking. And you're going to be alive a lot longer than them. That's what I hear. Intimacy. Somebody you had intimacy with. Bonding, sensual, confiding. Or this is a lawyer going around and spreading her legs. You're sticking it to other people to get their way. They're involved with organized crime. Or they said you were sleeping around with everybody. One day, someday, somewhere, another time. You're kept putting something off. They could have been sleeping with a judge that kept looking the other way and signing these, keep going, with this power of attorney, but this judge somehow had an internal disruption or got taken off the bench. They were hiding something. They had something on their computer that maybe they got a setup, or this is actually what they were doing, something to do with children on the computer. So they got the partial truth. Okay, you know the truth. They're going to give you partial truths, but you know the truth. Right? You're going to get an email or a phone call, or somebody's going to contact you thinking you don't know the whole truth. You know the fucking truth. Isn't that funny? Only sharing parts of the truth that benefits oneself. It was a joint of evolution. You know, they all came up after you. You and others are growing together, supporting each other. That's what they were doing, supporting one another, promising one another. Oh, yeah, if only one day they're going to go. One day it's going to work one day. This magic's going to work. Yeah. Maybe we're going to get them behind bars. Maybe we can set them up. One day it's going to work. Nah. Homeless. Get rich quick scheme. Place out where it belongs. Somebody's just they barked up the wrong tree. They thought they could do whatever they want with you. They thought they were smarter than you because they had what? Connections. They had access to, like stuff like other authorities. They had power to lock you up, not lock you up, to stop your money, whatever this was, to investigate, to keep you under surveillance. Some of these people are affiliated with organized crime. Nasty people. Some of these people were affiliated with secret societies, cults, and covens. Doing stuff behind closed doors. You know what I mean? How would they know? How would they know? You knew. You knew. How did they know? Well, because you're high ranking. That's why. How do they know? Wow. Give your head a shake. You're not all that in a bag of chips? You got a brand new bag of chips here. Here we go with this, please, Spirit. Thank you. Crying over you, sad, hurt, and upset. Screenshots. There's something about these screenshots here. Getting evidence, proof, and facts. So somebody's going down here. Going down. Inside scoop, somebody's snooping. A close look, nosy up in your business. They're being rejected. So they were trying to take screenshots of something. Maybe they were trying to alter. Screenshots, messaging, pictures. On screenshots, it's easy to alter. Courts will not accept that. They're being rejected. Their story is not holding up. They were stalking you, watching and obsessed with watching you. They could be stealing your work ideas and achievement as well. Yeah, they took the bait. You are the spiritual bait. They're hooked now. They're stuck. They could be catfishing you as well. There's an offer. Somebody took the bait and they're trying to make an offer. They accepted an offer. Yeah, you're not going to be taking that bait. Okay. Get it, good. Move in silence. Somebody's fake flexing. Acts rich, flosses money, and acts fancy and shows off. You don't need to tell anybody what you're planning to do or what you're doing or how you're doing. Especially these people who they don't give a damn about you. Okay? What's the tea? Something about travel. They're showing off traveling all over the place. They're feeling haunted. Somebody traveled somewhere for Halloween? To do some nasty work? Some more work on you? It's all backfiring. Instant backfires I heard today. Instant backfires. Haunted. Memories, flashbacks. Trauma side effects. Somebody's got to move. Something's moving. There's movement here. Somebody's getting kicked out. Yeah, your shine offends their demons. They have love on their brand. They were sending you love and lust spells here. So if this person or these people seem obsessed with you, it's because they were sending you these love and lust spells. They don't work on you. They repulse you. Whoever's sending them to you couldn't care less. They make you sick now. Okay? Maybe you never felt that way before, but maybe you do now. And now it's back on them and they're obsessed with you. They're dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic. It's just too bad. Your shine, your light irritates their demons. You're a king or queen rising and they were talking shit about you because they were clout hungry. Okay? Says anything, does anything, makes shit up a dramatic. Now they want to kiss your ass. They know they ain't shit. Looking you up, them and their karmic friends. You're too busy winning to notice. You don't care. You're busy hustling. Making it rain, focused on money, getting it. I don't think that's you. Okay? I think it's them. These are hustlers. They're threatening. Oh, yeah. intimidating, threatened, and bothered. Or just because you are able to do it on your own, you're quite independent, they feel threatened by you. Or they're feeling threatened because they said that you were maybe mentally incompetent, homeless, you can't find you. Whatever they said about you, because it's different for everybody, okay? It's not registering as real. And they're feeling threatened here. Or they're being threatened by organized crime syndicates or cults and covens that they got involved. Because it's all going back onto them. They're all getting some egg on their face and they're not liking it. They brought a lot of attention to these groups and they're not liking it, or to these practices, and these people are not liking it because they made a living doing this in the past, and now it's all going tits up because they decided to come after you. Congratulations. I love you guys. And until next time, take care.